Okay, so I thought I'd share my little go kit here. This is packed for worst case scenario, and it'll work even in the backcountry. So I've got it in the Ziploc bag for making it waterproof, and inside of here are all kinds of things. I'll get to the nitty-gritty first. Here we've got pads, all different sizes, because girls come in all different sizes, and there's a tampon in there. And there are gloves in here in case you're in the backcountry. You want to make sure you are as sanitary as possible, and hygiene, it's hard to keep up on hand washing and stuff in the backcountry. So we've got gloves and antibacterial spray, and also all kinds of things for personal cleanliness. I've also got in here, again, I said worst case scenario. Girls at this age aren't always prepared for the unexpected because their bodies are changing. So what can happen, especially in the backcountry where there's no way to use a latrine or a changing room that you know, you have access to things. So I've got all different undergarments in here, different sizes, of course, all brand new, never used. And this is a really thin and large, like, you know, long sleeve wraparound shirt. So the idea here would be, again, worst case scenario, tie this around your waist. It's dark in color and it's really, really thin. So it shoves right back into this bag. Again, in the backcountry, leave no trace principles come into play. And when you don't have access to a latrine, you have to pack it in and pack it out, right? So everything else in here is designed to do that. So we've got different Ziploc bags, because you always want a double bag. Anything that's smellable, so that would need to go in a bear bag. And then of course something more discreet to put it in. So just got like a covered, you know, a colored grocery bag here. A larger garbage bag in here as well. Another thing you can do is take one of these Ziploc bags and cover them with duct tape so that they're not see-through, or you could actually spray them on the inside with paint, aerosol paint. And then the final thing I have in here is from an article I read. It's a big Band-Aid. And the idea behind this is, again, in the interest of being discreet, if a scout comes to me and is in need, I've got this go bag that I just hand her. And when everything's all done and we're set to rejoin the group, the idea would be that I would tell another leader, of course, to stay back with me if we're on the trail. And to kind of cover, just tell the group that we have a minor first aid issue that needs to be addressed, because all of this stuff's gonna take a little bit of time. So the idea would be to clean her up and slap this right on her arm so that when she does rejoin the group, there's an obvious sign of, oh, okay, she had to handle like a major scratch or something on her arm. So that's why the leader stayed behind, and that's why it took a while once we rejoined the group. So this is, like I said, worst case scenario, go bag. I would be bringing this on trips into the backcountry especially, but also something just to have on hand, because like I said, it's hard for girls, especially in middle school and early high school years, to be able to predict what their body's gonna do at any given time. So I just wanna be prepared for any kind of a scenario, you know, use in case of emergency. This doesn't replace what I would stock the med kit with. And it also doesn't replace that the kit that I have that's just really, really stocked in case there's a girl that forgets and we are, you know, on a weekend camping trip and she just needs supplies. So this is more for, you know, break open in case of emergency.